Hi, I'm Emma. A person comes into this world like a drop of rain. One drop falls onto a flower, into purity, comfort, a favorable environment. Another drop falls into the mud, into harsh conditions, struggle, survival. And the question is not where you wanted to land, the question is where you have already landed. At what level did you start your life? Are you on the roof? In the middle? Or are you deep in the negative right now? Answer yourself honestly, not for someone else, not for society, but for yourself. In today's world, you keep hearing the same message over and over again. You hear it on social media, in interviews, in motivational videos, from trainers, coaches, and even ordinary people. Becoming successful is easy. If it's not working, it means you're not trying hard enough. Just believe in yourself and everything will work out. Sounds nice, right? Sounds inspiring. But let's be honest, that's far from the full truth. Because real life is more complicated. Much more complicated. Right now, there is massive pressure on people. From all sides, you're told, find what you love. Do what you're passionate about. You must love your job. And if you haven't done that, it makes you feel like something is wrong with you. Like you're behind. Like you're living your life the wrong way. But no one says one very important thing. Not everyone is at a level where they can choose what to love. Imagine a simple game. In this game, everyone starts at a different level. One person starts at plus 100. They have connections, money, support, education, a stable environment. Another starts at level 0. They just have to build their life from scratch. And a third starts at minus 50, or even minus 100. They have no money, no stability, family problems. They're just trying to survive. Now, tell me honestly, do these people have the same conditions? Can you really tell all of them the same thing? Just find what you love. A person who is thinking about what they will eat tonight is not thinking about purpose. A person who is worried about feeding their family is not thinking about a dream job. A person who doesn't know where they will live tomorrow is not thinking about self-actualization. They live in a different reality. They are playing a different game. And this is where the most important part begins. Many people who have already achieved success often forget where they started, or simply don't understand those who are below them. They say, if I did it, you can too. But they ignore one simple fact. They didn't start from the same level. Some people grew up in stable families. Some received a good education. Some had financial support. Some had strong backing. And some had nothing. Now, let's be honest. Going from negative to 0 is already a huge victory. But no one talks about that. Everyone talks about the top, about success, about millions, about freedom. But no one shows the real path. Dirty, difficult, long, and exhausting. There are people who need 10, 20, sometimes even 30 years just to reach a normal level of life, just to cover basic needs, stabilize their life, stop surviving. And only then do they get the chance to ask, what do I actually want? And at that point, at 30, at 35, at 40, they are only just beginning to search for their path. And that's normal, but society makes them feel like failures. You still haven't found yourself? You don't love your job? You're not successful? And a person starts thinking, something is wrong with me. But the truth is different. There is nothing wrong with you. You're just at a different stage. Now, let's talk about something else important. Why don't most people become successful? Why do people say that 90% never achieve what they want? The answer is not as simple as it seems. It's not because they are lazy. It's not because they are weak. It's because the path is hard. Very hard. It's years of uncertainty, constant mistakes, fear, lack of guarantees, pressure, exhaustion, and most importantly, a long road with no visible results. And at some point, a person just says, I'm tired. And they choose stability. They choose routine. They choose a calm life without risk. And that's normal too, because not everyone is ready to go through that level of pain. But here's what matters. If you're not where you want to be right now, it doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're worse than others. It means only one thing. You are still in the process. Everyone has their own pace. Everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own starting point. Some succeed at 20, some at 30, some at 40, and some even later. And you know what matters most? Not where you are right now, but whether you are moving at all. Even a small step forward is already a victory. Even going from negative to zero is already a huge achievement. So stop comparing yourself to others. You don't know their starting point. You don't know their journey. You don't know their resources. Compare yourself only to who you were yesterday. And remember, success is not a quick leap. It's a long journey, sometimes very long, sometimes very hard. But if you keep moving, it means you are no longer standing still. And maybe the most honest thing to say is this: yes, success is possible, but it's not easy, not fast, and not the same for everyone. And if you understand this, you already have an advantage over many. This video is not for everyone. Seriously. If everything is going well for you, if your life is stable, if you've already found your path, if you have a safety cushion, this video might feel too harsh. But if you are at the bottom right now, if you feel like life is pressing down on you, if you're trying to get out but nothing is working, this video is for you. Let's imagine one simple but very honest model of life. Picture a huge building, 30 floors up and 30 floors down. The roof is the highest level of success, your peak, your goal, your best version of life. And in between, floors. Each floor is a level of your life. And here's the truth people don't like to talk about. We don't all start on the same floor. Some people are born already on the 20th floor. They have money, they have connections, they have support, they have stability. They only need to climb 10 more floors. And some are born on -20. No money, no stability, no security. Sometimes not even a proper childhood. And to reach that same roof, they have to go through 50 floors. Do you see the difference? One person is climbing upstairs. Another first has to get out of the basement. And here's the harshest part. Some people start even lower, -30, -40, deeper than you can imagine. And these people are told, just find your passion. Just do what you love. Just work harder. Seriously? What passion when a person is thinking about what they will eat tomorrow? What dream job when someone can't meet basic needs? What success when a person is just trying to survive? That's not motivation. That's disconnection from reality. And here's another thing very few people understand. You don't choose where you're born. You don't choose your starting point. Every person is like a drop of rain. One drop falls on a clean rooftop. Another falls into the mud. A third falls into a deep pit. And that's not their choice. But after that, the journey begins. And I want to say this to those who are in the negative, those who haven't even reached zero yet, those who fight every day just to have a normal life. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not failures, like some try to make you believe. You just started from the bottom. And maybe you have to go through 2 to 3 times more than others. And you know what's interesting? If you make it out, if you climb even to zero, you will become stronger than most people because you've seen life without filters. You know what lack feels like. You know what pressure is. You know what real stress is. And for you, many problems that break other people will feel like small things. Now I'll say something personal. So you understand, I'm not saying this for no reason. I wasn't born on the upper floors either. In my family, the question wasn't, what will you become? It was, what are we going to eat? I started working at 6 to 7 years old, from morning till evening, from 8 a.m. to 6 to 7 p.m. as a child. Do you understand what that means? It means you don't have a normal childhood. It means you don't get to choose. It means no one asks you. You just go to work because there is no other option. And that's how life goes. Step by step, day by day, year by year. You're not searching for purpose. You're trying to survive. And now, I'm almost 30 years old. And only now, I'm starting to rise above zero. Only now can I afford to stop for 2 to 3 months, think, reevaluate, try something new. And you know what? This is the real zero level. When you cannot work for some time and not fall apart. When you don't accumulate debt from 1 month of pause. When you don't fall even deeper. Most people can't do that. And let's be honest, 70 to 90% of people live below this level. They can't stop. They can't rest. They can't change direction. Because one mistake, 1 month, and they fall even lower. And after that, they're told, "Why aren't you growing? Why don't you change your life?" Because they can't afford it. And if you are in that situation right now, I want you to understand one thing. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not behind. You are just at your stage. But there's another side to this, and it's a harsh one. If you understand where you are, if you understand that you are in the negative, you don't have the right to stand still. Yes, it's harder for you. Yes, you have fewer opportunities. Yes, your path is longer. But if you stop, no one will pull you out. Not motivational videos, not coaches, not advice. Only you. Your path may be longer, slower, harder. But if you keep moving, even with small steps, you are already rising. And maybe the most important thing to understand is this. Don't compare your 50-floor climb to someone else's 10 floors. You are playing a different game. And if you reach the roof, you won't just be successful, you will be harder. Harder for you than for others. The most painful part is people who understand nothing but speak as if they know everything. They easily throw around phrases like, "If you didn't succeed, you're weak. If you really want it, you'll do it. If you're poor, it's your choice." Seriously? These words are usually said by people who have simply never seen the other side of life. They haven't lived where you live. They haven't gone through what you're going through. They haven't felt the pressure you feel. They look at the world only from their own floor, and that's exactly why they judge others so easily. But there is another category of people whom life didn't just touch, it boiled them. Imagine a pot of boiling water. The water is life, difficulties, pressure, problems. And you put 3 things into it: a carrot, an egg, and coffee. The carrot is hard at first, but after being in boiling water for a long time, it becomes soft. The egg is the opposite. On the outside, it's fragile. Inside, it's soft. But after going through boiling water, it becomes hard inside. And coffee? It changes everything. It doesn't become softer or harder. It changes the water itself. And that's the whole point. Some people break under pressure. Others become tougher. And some change the environment around them, all because of the same life. So when you look at a person, you don't know what kind of boiling water they've been through. You don't know how many times they fell. You don't know how many times they gave up and started again. You don't know how much pain they've endured. But here's something interesting. People who have gone through a hard life, they start to see deeper. They can understand a person with just one look, understand where they are, understand how hard it is for them, understand what they're going through, because they've been there themselves. There's a powerful idea. I have never met a strong person with an easy past. Strength doesn't appear out of nowhere. It is born in difficulties, in struggle, in pain, in constant attempts not to give up. And that's why, before judging a person, you need to understand their path. And if you're watching this video right now, if you're young, if you're just starting, or if you've been trying for a long time but it hasn't worked yet, I want to tell you directly, you haven't lost. You just haven't arrived yet. Financial independence is not a quick path. It's not 1 year, it's not 2. Sometimes it's half a lifetime. But if you keep going, if you don't stop, you will get there. Sooner or later, slowly or quickly, but you will. Because there is no other option. And here is the most important thought. Giving up does not make life easier. If you give up, your problems won't disappear. Life won't become easier. No one will come and save you. the problems will still be there. But if you move forward, if you fight, if you solve your problems yourself, you begin to take control of your life. You stop being a victim and become a player. You choose your direction. You build your path. You create your own reality. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's long. Yes, sometimes you want to give up. But remember one thing: standing still is hard too. Living in the negative is hard too. Surviving every day is hard too. So if it's going to be hard anyway, why not choose to move forward? Why not choose the fight? Why not choose growth? Because only that path, sooner or later, will take you to where you want to be. And one day, you will look back and understand it was all worth it. That's all for now, friends. Thank you to everyone who watched this video until the end. Seriously, that already says a lot about you. Your opinion really matters to me. Write in the comments, what resonated with you the most from this video? Which floor are you on right now? And what would you add to this topic? I read the comments, and it's through them that I understand what videos to create next. Also write what topics you'd like to see on this channel. About money? About getting out of the negative? About real life without illusions? Or about the path to financial independence? If this video was useful to you, support it with a simple action. Leave a like, write a comment, and subscribe to the channel. For you, it takes just a few seconds, but for me, it's huge motivation to create even stronger, more honest, and more valuable videos. I don't promise an easy path, but I will speak to you honestly. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and don't give up. See you in the next videos!